The sonar ping shouldn't have been there. Lieutenant Commander Jake Trident Williams pressed his headset tighter against his ear, listening to the impossible echo bouncing back from the abandoned Chevron oil platform 12 miles off the California coast, according to every maritime database. Platform Eco7 had been decommissioned 18 months ago. Dark, dead, empty. The ping said otherwise. Control, this is SEAL Team 7, Williams whispered into his throat mic, treading water in the pre-dawn darkness. The Pacific swells lifted and dropped his team of 6 operators like corks on black glass. We've got active sonar from a supposedly abandoned platform requesting permission to investigate. Static crackled through his earpiece for 3 long seconds. When the voice of Admiral Morrison came through, it carried the weight of something bigger than a routine reconnaissance mission. Trident, you are cleared for investigation. Be advised, satellite imagery shows thermal signatures that don't match any known equipment manifest for that platform. Williams felt his pulse quicken. Thermal signatures on an abandoned rig. Roger that. Control. Moving to investigate, he hand-signaled his team. 6 of the most lethal men on Earth began swimming toward what looked like nothing more than a rusted industrial skeleton rising from the ocean floor. But SEALs didn't get called in for nothing. The water was colder than it should have been in July. Chief Petty Officer Marcus Bulldog Jefferson surfaced silently beside Williams, spitting salt water. At 38, Bulldog was the oldest operator on the team, built like a fire hydrant with hands that could crush windpipes or defuse bombs with equal precision. He'd been Williams' right hand through 3 tours in Afghanistan and 2 classified operations that officially never happened. Sir, Bulldog's whisper barely carried over the gentle lap of waves against the platform's support pillars. That sonar pattern, I've never heard anything like it. Williams nodded. The ping had been too regular, too precise. Not the random echo of abandoned equipment, but something deliberate, something scanning. How long since the last ping? Williams asked. Petty Officer Ghost Martinez checked his dive computer. Ghost was their electronics specialist, a 26-year-old from East LA who could hack Pentagon firewalls or jury-rig explosives from kitchen supplies. 17 seconds, sir. And counting. Ping. The sound rolled through the water with mechanical precision, vibrating through their bones. 16 seconds exactly, Ghost confirmed, his voice tight. Whatever's making that sound, it's mapping everything in a 2-mile radius. Williams studied the platform looming above them. Platform Eco7 rose 180 feet from the ocean surface. A maze of catwalks, derricks, and industrial equipment that cast twisted shadows in the starlight. But there on the northern face, about 60 feet up, was a light that definitely wasn't. On the decommission reports, a blue-white glow that pulsed in perfect synchronization with the sonar pings. Control, this is Trident, Williams whispered. We've got confirmed activity on platform Eco7, unknown light source, coordinated with sonar activity, requesting immediate backup. Negative, Trident. All available assets are committed to exercises. Off Hawaii, you're on your own until 0800 hours. Williams checked his watch. 03 for 7 hours. 4 hours and 13 minutes until backup arrived. In SEAL operations, that might as well be forever. Copy that. Control. SEAL Team 7 is proceeding with investigation. He looked at his team treading water in the darkness. Bulldog solid as granite. Ghost, already pulling out his waterproof tablet to analyze the sonar pattern. Petty Officer Iceman Shaw, their sniper, whose pale blue eyes never missed anything. Petty Officer Boom Sullivan, their demolitions expert, who could level a building or pick a lock with equal skill. And Petty Officer Doc Kim, their medic, who'd kept more SEALs alive than any hospital in San Diego. 6 men against whatever was waiting on that platform. The odds felt about right. The climb-up platform Eco7's support structure was dead silent, except for the rhythmic metallic clicks of their climbing gear and the endless sonar ping echoing through the water below. Williams led the ascent, his hands finding purchase on barnacle-crusted metal that bit through his tactical gloves 60 feet below. The Pacific looked like black marble. 60 feet above, something was waiting for them. Williams hauled himself onto the platform's lowest catwalk and immediately dropped into a crouch. The blue-white light was stronger here, casting stark shadows between the maze of pipes and storage tanks. But it wasn't the light that made his blood run cold. It was the sound of voices, not human voices. Bulldog, he whispered into his throat. Mike, you hearing this? Bulldog's reply came through the comm system. Affirm, sir. Sounds like a language, but not any language I've ever heard. The alien voices, because that's what they were. Williams realized with crystalline clarity, rose and fell in complex harmonies that seemed to bypass the ears and vibrate directly in their skulls. Not unpleasant, exactly, but fundamentally wrong for human neurology. Ghost pulled himself onto the catwalk beside Williams, his face pale in the blue glow. Sir, that sonar pattern, I've been analyzing it. It's not just mapping the ocean floor, it's scanning for something specific. The frequency is modulated to detect metallic objects between 10 and 50 meters in length. Ships, Williams said immediately. Or submarines, Bulldog added, completing the thought. Williams felt pieces clicking into place. An abandoned oil platform. Alien voices. Sonar scanning for naval vessels. This wasn't a random encounter. This was a beachhead control. "This is Trident," he whispered urgently. "Platform Eco7 is compromised. We have confirmed hostile alien presence conducting reconnaissance of U.S. naval operations. Repeat, we have first contact with hostile extraterrestrial forces." The silence that followed lasted exactly 17 seconds. Then, "Trident, say again your last transmission." "Control, platform Eco7 has been occupied by alien forces. They're scanning for our ships. This is an act of war." Another pause. Then, Admiral Morrison's voice, steady as granite. "Trident, you are authorized to gather intelligence and neutralize the threat using any means necessary. The safety of the Pacific Fleet is now in your hands." Williams looked at his team. 6 SEALs, against humanity's first alien invasion force. "Hooyah," he whispered, and 5 voices whispered it back. Asterisk the blueprint Ghost pulled up on his tablet showed platform Eco7's layout in glowing green lines. 4 levels connected by a central elevator shaft and external staircases. The main drilling deck on top, operations levels in the middle, and a command center built into the platform's superstructure. The alien voices were coming from the command center. Sir Iceman's voice came through the barely a whisper. "I've got eyes on movement. 3rd level, north side. 2 figures, but they single quotes, double quotes." He paused. "They're not human-shaped." Williams felt his pulse steady into the familiar rhythm of combat readiness. This was what SEALs trained for. The impossible mission with incomplete intelligence and overwhelming odds. "Description," he ordered. "Tall, maybe 7 feet. Moving on 4 limbs, but not like animals, like they're designed for it. And, sir, they're wearing some kind of equipment. Looks technological equipment." Williams filed that information away. "Not primitive aliens, technologically advanced aliens with gear sophisticated enough to scan for human naval assets. Ghost, how long to hack their communications?" Ghost was already unpacking his electronic warfare kit. "If I can get within 50 meters of their transmission source, maybe 20 minutes. But sir, if they detect the intrusion, they'll know we're here." Williams finished. "Boom, how much C4 are you carrying?" Sullivan grinned in the darkness. Boom always grinned when the conversation turned to explosives. "Enough to send this whole platform to the bottom, sir. But with all that alien tech, might be worth more intact." Williams weighed the options. Intelligence gathering versus immediate threat elimination. His team could definitely destroy the platform. SEALs had been sinking things since World War II. But if these aliens had valuable technology, or if there were more platforms, The decision crystallized when Doc's voice came through the comm. "Sir, I'm reading massive electromagnetic emissions from the command center. Whatever they're doing up there, it's drawing serious power." Massive power meant massive capability. And that meant Earth needed to know what humanity was facing. "We're going in quiet," Williams decided. "Intelligence first, elimination second. Ghost, you and Doc work on their communications. Iceman, Overwatch. Position with clean shots on the command center. Boom, you're with me and Bulldog. We're going to get eyes on exactly what we're dealing with. And if they spot us..." Bulldog asked. Williams checked his sidearm and felt the familiar weight of his combat knife against his ribs. "Then we remind them why SEALs don't leave witnesses." The blue light pulsed again, synchronized with another sonar ping somewhere below them in the Pacific. Those invisible waves were mapping every U.S. naval asset within a 100-mile radius. Time to shut it down. The first alien Williams saw up close was bent over a control panel that looked like it belonged in a science fiction movie. All flowing curves and surfaces that glowed with their own inner light. The creature's forearms moved with liquid precision, across controls that shifted and flowed like living mercury. It was beautiful and terrifying. And absolutely not from Earth. Williams pressed himself against the wall of the maintenance corridor, 30 feet from the command center's main door. Through the gap, he could see 3 of the creatures working at different stations. Their communication consisted of those harmonic voices layered over subsonic frequencies that made his teeth ache. "Control, this is Trident," he whispered into his throat. "Mike, I have visual confirmation of 3 hostile aliens in the command center. They appear to be operating scanning equipment of unknown design, technology levels significantly advanced. Copy, Trident. What's your assessment of their capabilities?" Williams watched one of the aliens manipulate a holographic display, showing the entire California coast. Ships appeared as glowing dots, and Williams recognized the formation of the USS Ronald Reagan Carrier Group, currently conducting exercises 200 miles south of their position. "They've got real-time tracking on our entire Pacific Fleet," he reported. "This isn't reconnaissance, this is target acquisition." The implications hit him like a physical blow. These aliens weren't just scanning, they were preparing to attack American ships. Thousands of sailors and Marines, sitting ducks for an enemy they didn't even know existed. Sir Ghost's voice crackled through his earpiece. "I've managed to tap into their communication stream. You need to hear this." Williams touched his comm switch. Suddenly, his earpiece filled with the alien voices, but underneath them, Ghost's electronic warfare gear had managed to decode something resembling language patterns. Scanning vessel configurations complete. Target priorities established. Primary strike authorization requested. Defensive capabilities minimal. Primitive kinetic weapons only. Recommend immediate Phase 2 deployment. Orbital bombardment platforms ready. Awaiting confirmation of ground-based forward operating posts. Williams felt ice form in his stomach. Orbital bombardment platforms. This wasn't just first contact, this was the opening move of an invasion that had been planned down to the last detail. Control, this is Trident. Emergency flash traffic. Alien forces have orbital weapons aimed at U.S. naval assets. They're preparing for immediate attack. Recommend immediate fleet-wide alert and defensive posture. Trident, confirm your last. Are you saying alien forces have space-based weapons targeting American ships? Confirmed and controlled. Williams watched one of the aliens gesture to the holographic display, highlighting the carrier group. They're about to use them. The alien at the central control station began what looked like an activation sequence. Lights cascaded across the alien control panel in patterns that hurt to look at directly. Williams realized they were out of time for intelligence gathering. Time to do what SEALs did best. Boom. How fast can you rig this platform to blow, sir? With the amount of industrial equipment and fuel storage here. 10 minutes for a complete destruction charge, 2 minutes for something that'll make a really big noise. Williams could see the alien at the control station continue its activation sequence. Whatever orbital bombardment system they were triggering, it was maybe 90 seconds from going live. Bulldog, can you get a clean shot from here? Negative, sir, too much equipment in the way, and we don't know how many more are in there. Williams made the calculation every SEAL commander learned to make: acceptable losses versus mission success. If those orbital weapons went active, every American ship in the Pacific became a target. The USS Ronald Reagan alone carried 5,000 sailors and Marines. The choice was no choice at all. Ghost, patch me through to the carrier group on emergency frequencies. Iceman, I need suppressing fire the second we breach. Boom. You've got 9 seconds to rig the biggest bang you can manage. Doc, battlefield medicine, we're going to have casualties. Sir, Bulldog said quietly, there's 6 of us and at least 3 of them, and we don't know their combat capabilities. Williams checked his weapon and felt the familiar calm that came before action. Bulldog, they're about to find out ours. He touched his COM switch. Ghost, send this to the Reagan. Unknown hostile forces targeting fleet from platform Eco7. Take immediate evasive action. SEAL Team 7 engaging. Then he looked at his team. 5 faces painted with camouflage and determination. Men who'd followed him through impossible odds in Afghanistan, Iraq, and places that would never appear on any map. Gentlemen, Williams said, they picked the wrong planet to invade. He pulled the pin on a flashbang grenade and counted down from 3. The explosion of light and sound that followed would have incapacitated any human for 30 seconds. The aliens barely paused in their work. Williams came through the door first, weapon raised, and immediately understood that everything they thought they knew about alien physiology was wrong. The creatures moved like liquid lightning, their forearms allowing them to continue operating controls while simultaneously reaching for what looked like energy weapons. The first alien spun toward him with impossible speed, raising a device that began humming with lethal intent. Williams put 3 rounds, sent a mass, and watched them spark off some kind of personal shielding. Energy shields, he shouted into his COM. Standard kinetics ineffective. Behind him, Iceman's rifle cracked twice. The sniper's enhanced ammunition designed for penetrating body armor punched through the alien's defenses. The creature collapsed in a spray of luminescent fluid that definitely wasn't blood. But the other 2 aliens were already responding. The second creature's weapon discharged with a sound like tearing silk, and the air where Williams had been standing a split second earlier simply ceased to exist. Bulldog rolled left and came up firing, his automatic weapon stitching a line across the alien control panels. Sparks and alien curses filled the air as equipment overloaded. The third alien was still at the main control station, its hands moving desperately across the activation sequence. Williams could see countdown timers on the holographic display. Seconds until orbital bombardment began. Take the controls, Williams shouted. Stop that countdown. But the second alien was between them and the main station, and its weapon was tracking toward Doc. As the medic tried to flank around the left side of the room, Williams made another sealed decision. He charged directly at a technologically superior alien armed with energy weapons, carrying nothing but a knife and the absolute certainty that no alien was going to hurt his team. The creature's weapon swung toward him. Williams dove under the energy beam, felt it sear the air above his head, and tackled the alien around what might have been its midsection. It was like wrestling a titanium octopus with a doctorate in physics. The aliens for arms gave it leverage, advantages no human could match. But Williams had something the aliens clearly hadn't planned for: 20 years of hand-to-hand combat training and the absolute refusal to lose. His knife found gaps in the aliens' equipment, targeting what looked like critical system connections. The creature's personal shield flickered and failed just as Bulldog put a burst of automatic fire into its center mass. 30 seconds. Ghost shouted from his position at a secondary control panel. I can't stop the countdown. The interface is completely alien. Williams looked at the main control station where the third alien continued its activation sequence. Apparently ignoring the firefight raging around it, the countdown showed 22 seconds. Then Boom's voice came through. The CUMSA charge is set, but if I blow them now, we're all going with the platform. 20 seconds until American ships died. 15 seconds to decide between mission success and team survival. Williams looked at his men. Iceman covering the entrance, Bulldog reloading, Ghost frantically working on alien technology, Doc treating a wounded Boom. Boom waiting for orders that would kill them all. 10 seconds. Bulldog, Williams said quietly. It's been an honor, sir, Bulldog replied, understanding immediately who. Williams reached for the detonator. The alien at the control station suddenly convulsed and collapsed. Doc lowered his sidearm, smoking barrel pointed at where the creature's head had been. Sorry, sir. Couldn't let you blow us up without trying the simple solution first. The countdown timer froze at 7 seconds. Williams stared at the display for a long moment, feeling his heart hammering against his ribs. Doc, next time you decide to take a shot like that, maybe give a guy some warning. Noted, sir. Ghost was already at the main controls, his tablet connected to the alien system via cables he'd improvised from his electronics kit. Sir, I'm reading massive amounts of data here. Star charts, ship configurations, invasion timetables. This is their entire operational plan. How long to download it? 20 minutes for everything. But sir, there's something else. This platform, it's not the only one. They've got 12 more scattered along the Pacific coast, and they're all coordinated. Williams felt the mission parameters shift again. Destroying platform Eco7 would eliminate one threat, but 12 other alien outposts would continue preparing for invasion. Control, this is Trident. Platform secured, immediate threat neutralized. But we've got a bigger problem. Admiral Morrison's voice came through crystal clear. Go ahead, Trident. Sir, platform Eco7 is one of 13 alien forward operating bases along the Pacific coast. They've been preparing a coordinated attack on all U.S. naval assets. We've captured their complete operational intelligence, but the other 12 platforms are still active. A pause. Then, Trident, what's your recommendation? Williams looked at the alien technology surrounding them. Star charts showing invasion routes, ship designs that made human technology look like stone knives, orbital weapon platforms with enough firepower to level cities, but also something else, communication frequencies for all 13 platforms. Sir, Ghost thinks he can use their own communication system to upload a virus to the other platforms. We might be able to take down their entire West Coast operation from here. How long? 2 hours, sir. But we'll need to hold this position against whatever countermeasures they send. Understood. All available assets are being redirected to your position. ETA 4 hours. Williams did the math. 2 hours to upload the virus. Then 2 more hours to hold against alien reinforcements with superior technology. He looked at his team. 5 SEALs against whatever the aliens could throw at them. Roger that. Control. SEAL Team 7 will hold the platform. Asterisk, the first alien reinforcements arrived. 90 minutes later, Iceman spotted them first. 3 aircraft that moved like nothing. In any human air force, they flowed through the air like liquid metal, making no sound except for a harmonic vibration that made the platform's steel girders resonate like tuning forks. Contact, Iceman reported from his overwatch position. 3 aircraft, unknown configuration. Approaching from the northwest at ... Jesus, sir. They're moving at maybe Mach 3 and slowing down like it's nothing. Williams studied the alien craft through his scope. They looked organic, like something grown rather than built, all curved and flowing lines that hurt to look at directly, and there were definitely hostile weapon ports were already opening along their flanks. Ghost, how much longer? 20 minutes, sir. The virus is uploading, but their security systems are fighting it. 20 minutes to hold against technologically superior aircraft with a team of 6 men and whatever weapons they could scavenge from the platform. Williams keyed his come. Control, this is Trident. We have incoming hostile aircraft. Unknown capabilities, but they look nasty. Trident, be advised, USS Stockdale is 40 minutes out with surface-to-air missiles. Can you hold until then? Williams watched the alien aircraft settle into attack formation. Sir, we're about to find out. The first attack came without warning. One moment the alien craft was hovering 500 meters away. The next moment the platform's eastern catwalk simply ceased to exist in a flash of blue-white energy. Energy weapons. Williams shouted. Find cover and stay mobile. But cover was limited on an open oil platform, and the aliens had the advantage of mobility and superior firepower. The second aircraft strafed the northern face of the platform, its energy beams slicing through steel like a blowtorch through butter. Boom, Williams called. Please tell me you've got something that can reach aircraft. Working on it, sir. Sullivan was frantically assembling something from platform maintenance equipment and his remaining explosives. Give me 3 minutes. 3 minutes while alien aircraft systematically destroyed their defensive positions. Iceman's rifle cracked from somewhere above them, sir. Their aircraft have the same shielding as the infantry. Standard rounds are ineffective. Williams cursed and checked his remaining ammunition. They had maybe 50 rounds of armor-piercing between the whole team, and 3 aircraft to bring down. Then Doc's voice came through the comms, sir. I've been studying the alien bodies. Their shielding systems have a power source that looks like it might be vulnerable to electromagnetic interference. English Doc hit them with a strong enough electrical charge, and their shields might fail. Williams looked around the platform. Oil rigs had massive electrical systems to power drilling operations, if they could find a way to weaponize that power. Bulldog, you still got those jumper cables in your kit, sir. Trust me, we're about to teach these aliens why humans don't give up. Asterisk improvised weapons were a SEAL specialty. 10 minutes later, Williams was crouched behind a transformer housing, holding a cable connected to platform Eco7's main electrical grid. The cable ended in a modified harpoon gun that Boom had jury-rigged from maintenance equipment. It was, by any reasonable measure, completely insane. Sir, Bulldog said over the comm. For the record, I want it noted that this plan violates approximately 17 safety regulations. Noted, Williams replied, tracking the nearest alien aircraft through his improvised sight. Ghost, how much longer on that upload? 8 minutes. But sir, if they destroy the control center, they won't, Williams said, with more confidence than he felt. The alien aircraft was coming around for another strafing run, its energy weapons already beginning to glow. Williams waited until it was directly overhead, then fired. The harpoon, trailing its electrical cable, struck the alien craft's underside and stuck. For a split second, nothing happened. Then Williams triggered the electrical charge. 50,000 volts of Pacific gas and electric power surged through the cable and into the alien aircraft. The creature's shielding flickered, sparked, and died. Suddenly, it was just another aircraft made of metal and technology that obeyed the laws of physics. Iceman's rifle spoke twice. The alien craft tumbled from the sky and exploded against the platform's southern leg in a shower of sparks and alien composite materials. 1 down, Williams called. 2 to go. But the remaining aircraft had learned from their companion's fate. They separated, approaching from different angles, and their energy weapons began targeting the platform's electrical systems. They're cutting our power, Bulldog reported. Whatever we're going to do, we need to do it fast. Williams looked at his remaining cables and harpoons. 2 shots, 2 aircraft, and no guarantee the jury-rigged system would survive another electrical discharge. Boom. Please tell me you've got something else. Sullivan grinned from his position near the platform's crane. Sir, remember when you asked if I had enough C4 to sink the platform? Yeah, well, I might have understated my inventory a little bit. Williams followed Boom's gaze to where the oil platform's crane was positioned. The boom extended out over the water, and Rodriguez had apparently turned the entire mechanism into a massive slingshot loaded with enough explosives to level a city block. Boom, that's completely insane. Sir, yes sir, but if I can get one of those aircraft in range... The alien craft were closing again. Energy weapons charging. Williams made another SEAL decision. When in doubt, use more explosives. Do it. Sullivan triggered his improvised catapult. A projectile containing roughly half the explosives in SEAL Team 7's inventory arced through the air toward the nearest alien aircraft. The aliens, apparently, had not planned for humans using construction equipment as artillery. The explosion, when it came, lit up the pre-dawn sky like a second sunrise. The alien aircraft simply vanished in the fireball, and the shockwave knocked the third aircraft out of control. It crashed into the ocean 200 meters from the platform, sending up a geyser of superheated steam. Control, this is Trident, Williams reported. Hostile aircraft neutralized. Platform secure. Outstanding work. Trident, what's your status? Williams looked around. The platform was half destroyed. His team was down to their last few rounds of ammunition, and they were holding an alien outpost with jury-rigged weapons and pure determination. Sir, we're still here. That makes it a good day. Upload complete, Ghost announced. Virus deployed to all 13 platforms. Sir, you need to see this. Williams climbed to the control center where Ghost had the alien communication system displaying a map of the Pacific coast. 13 markers blinked along the shoreline from Seattle to San Diego, each representing an alien forward operating base. As they watched, the markers began going dark one by one. The virus is working, Ghost explained. It's shutting down their scanning systems and sending false data to their orbital weapons. As far as the aliens in space know, there are no human ships anywhere in the Pacific, and the platform's going into emergency lockdown. Their automated systems think they're under attack by human cyber warfare specialists. Williams allowed himself a grin. They are. The last marker went dark as the sun broke the horizon. painting the Pacific in shades of gold and crimson. In the distance, Williams could see the USS Stockdale racing toward their position, its missile launchers trained on the sky. Control, this is Trident. Mission accomplished. All 13 alien platforms neutralized. Orbital bombardment systems compromised. Pacific Fleet is safe. Copy that. Trident. Exceptional work. Extraction team is en route. Williams looked at his team. Iceman was already breaking down his rifle. Doc was treating the minor injuries they'd all collected. Boom was grinning at the wreckage of his improvised artillery. Bulldog was conducting a weapons count with the precision of a man who'd done this 100 times before. And Ghost was downloading terabytes of alien technology data that would keep human scientists busy for decades. "Sir," Bulldog said quietly, "I think there'll be more of them." Williams looked at the alien star charts still glowing on the command center displays. "Dozens of worlds, hundreds of ships, invasion plans that spanned light years probably," he said. "But Bulldog, sir, next time they come they'll know something they didn't know before." "What's that?" Williams watched the USS Stockdale's crew, already setting up communication equipment on the platform, securing alien technology, and establishing a perimeter that said this was now American territory. "They'll know what happens when you threaten American sailors." He keyed his comm one last time. "Control. This is SEAL Team 7. We're bringing home some souvenirs." Asterisk 6 months later, from the classified after-action report of Admiral Jennifer Morrison, Pacific Fleet Command, the events of July 3, 2025, represent the first confirmed contact between human and extraterrestrial forces, as well as the first victory in what intelligence analysts believe will be an extended conflict. SEAL Team 7's action prevented what would have been a coordinated alien attack on the entire Pacific Fleet, potentially saving thousands of American lives and preventing the aliens from achieving space superiority over Earth's oceans. The intelligence gathered from Platform Eco7 has provided crucial insights into alien technology, strategy, and capabilities. More importantly, it has confirmed that Earth's defenses, while technologically inferior, are not helpless against alien aggression. Lieutenant Commander Williams and his team demonstrated that human adaptability, tactical innovation, and sheer determination remain our greatest assets in asymmetric warfare. The alien technology recovered from the platform has been distributed to DARPA, NASA, and allied research facilities. Initial analysis suggests human technology could achieve parity with alien capabilities within 5 to 7 years, assuming continued access to alien technical specifications. However, intercepted alien communications indicate that the July 3rd attack was merely a reconnaissance in force. Larger alien fleets are en route to Earth, with estimated arrival times between 18 and 36 months. Recommendation: immediate expansion of SEAL training programs to include alien combat scenarios. The skills demonstrated by teams of improvisation and the refusal to accept defeat will be crucial in the coming conflict. As LT Commander Williams noted in his debrief, they're technologically superior, but they don't understand human nature. They think in terms of overwhelming force and technological advantage. They don't understand that Americans fight hardest when the odds are worst. The aliens picked the wrong planet to invade. They're about to learn why. Asterisk, final note from LT Commander Jake Trident Williams. People ask me if I was scared on Platform Eco7. Of course I was scared. Any SEAL who says he's not scared is either lying or too stupid to understand the situation. But fear isn't the opposite of courage. Fear is what you feel before you do the job anyway. We had a job to do. 6 SEALs against alien technology that could level cities. The math didn't add up in our favor. But we weren't doing math. We were keeping a promise. Every SEAL makes the same promise when he earns his Trident: to defend American lives against all enemies, foreign and domestic. The oath doesn't specify they have to be from Earth. The aliens learned something important. That night, when you threaten American sailors, you get American SEALs, and SEALs don't lose ever.
Welcome, traveler. We're glad you're here. Every story you hear is made with care and passion. If you enjoy it, please like, subscribe, and check out the other adventures waiting for you on our channel. Your support means the world. Thank you. We hope you enjoy the story.
Humanity Galactic Frontiers, all rights reserved. This video and its contents are protected under international copyright law. Any unauthorized copying, distribution, or re-uploading is strictly prohibited without written permission. If you enjoyed this journey, please like the video and subscribe for more stories from the edge of the galaxy. Thanks for watching, and stay curious out there among the stars.